was a fabulous guy to work with. We probably had more fun than we had work. You know, he was a adventurous guy, one of the smartest guys ever been around. And we always kind of had this little deal of who could outthink the other one on a better idea.
Several of the projects Terry brought to me, and I said, man, I don't see how that's going to work financially. And then it got to work, and it's like, wow, that's really good. You know, he was such a visionary and could see the future, and we used to say he's the visionary, I'm the analyst, and he was a better visionary than I was an analyst, obviously.
And Terry had an interest in dairying, and as most people out here, you know, they grew up on a dairy, small dairy, with his dad. And then he went on to college and was a farmer, and he was a sugar beet farmer. And we started talking dairy, and he bought a starter dairy, as we called it, 800 cow dairy at Wendell. And at that time, he bought it one day, didn't have any equipment for it or any feed. And it was a neighbor to Louis Betancourt, and he helped him with feed and a feed wagon and a tractor and a loader, and kind of got him going till he could get some feed put together. And that was his learning experience.
One of the problems on the dairy was the wet manure on the feed lanes. I built a self-propelled snowblower with a conveyor that actually goes down the feed lanes every day and loads it onto the trucks that we haul away from the dairy, so that the cows don't have that wet stuff in the pens all the time.
He asked me if I thought it would work, and I told him there's no way that's going to work. But it did, you know. I mean, he had really a mind for inventive things, you know. And that was a very, you know, he's just a very wise man.
There's only 40,000 of us dairymen left. If we don't tell our story, somebody else is going to tell it, and it's not going to be correct. But we have a map in our office that's a world map, and we have people put flags there of people who had visited the dairy, and I have no idea how many flags are there, probably a couple of hundred, but not only from the United States, but looks like almost every country in the world. And they've toured this place, and Lana's done an excellent job of being a tour guide and showing him the operation. And when she first started out, Terry was riding in the tour bus with her. You know, let's do it this way, and let's tell our story so people understand what we're doing, and that we're doing things the right way.
On the calves, you know, he didn't just start with one pen or one building, he did 4. I mean, he jumped in with both feet. The pantry, similar deal. You know, once we started, there was no turning back. And he had it thought out very well. And, you know, we got some things in there, if you look at that, he had some great ideas with the big I-beams to carry the trucks rather than build a concrete bridge of some sort. And, you know, he tried to do things that were better and would save some money, because, you know, everything has a cost to it, but very creative.
He was very proud that his family, both his kids, were involved in the dairy, and that he could help train the next generation, which when unfortunately Terry passed away, they were very well trained. He had them prepared for when he was gone. And that's hard to do when you've built an empire like he's built. Hard to let the reins go to the next generation while you're still alive. A lot of times it doesn't happen until after death. But with him, he was training them all along.